coming to you live from a bench by myself. Because that's the way you were born. So what does it mean to be alone? It doesn't mean you're lonely, and I used to think this, but it just means that you are comfortable and you're okay to do things that you really wanted to do and things that you enjoy by yourself. For example, I like eating. For me personally, it brings a kind of joy. Like, I can do all these things by myself. I really don't need to depend on somebody to do these things with me. I enjoy being alone, and there are plenty of benefits of doing things that you enjoy by yourself. The number one is not depending on people to show up. So I have like 5 friends, maybe 6, that might be pushing it. And they cancel a lot, like a lot. And I don't blame them. We all have our own lives. I cancel sometimes too. I'm an introvert. What do you expect? But I started to have this like mentality of like, I'm going anyway. Like, I'm inviting you, and if you can't make it, it's fine because I'm still gonna go. So if you tell yourself like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go anyway. I'm gonna go enjoy my time. You won't be disappointed if somebody cancels. Oh gosh. Spending more time alone can also help you discover new things about yourself. For me personally, I just discovered that, I love touring cities and I love doing baking classes, playing the harmonica. I forgot it at home. I didn't mean to. Hold on. All right. And of course, I enjoy eating. It's nothing new. I've always loved doing that. But I enjoy trying new places. And even my friend recently, she is very extroverted. She just told me that she spent the day just by herself and it was great. She learned a few things about herself that she didn't know. This guy is staring at me. Hold on. Something that I actually love about being alone and doing new things and exploring yourself by yourself. You don't have to hear complaining. I want to go. I'm too hot. I'm too cold. But guess what? You're by yourself. So you go when you want to go. So developing this I don't care attitude. This has nothing to do with the video, but I feel like people just keep driving by to watch me take a video of myself for no reason. Like this truck right here. I've seen this truck about 3 times already and I have to stop the video. That was the trash guy ruining my sound. What's next? Because the wind is really kind of ruining it too. It also gives you time to really get to know people. Like really, really get to know people. Like I mentioned before, I thought I needed like 20 plus people or friends in order for me to not feel lonely and to be happy. What was I thinking? I really don't know. But I will say this. But I can say this. Every time I talk, the wind just keeps winding. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I will say this. I can say that I enjoy the company of my 5 friends, even though they cancel. I can say that I really, really know them. Like, I really know them and they really know me, and life is great. The best part about being alone is eating alone. Literally my favorite hobby, if it was an extreme sport, I don't know if I'd win, but I'd come close. When you're eating alone or doing something alone, you're people watching, you're more observant to the surroundings. Just the other day, I was drinking a smoothie in my acai bowl, and I don't know if I said it right, and I saw about, 3 or 4 people who tripped over the same piece of concrete because they were drunk. Very entertaining. I didn't laugh because I felt bad. Not that I've ever been there before, but it was very entertaining. You don't have to share your food. Not that I mind. I can eat the bread and the appetizer by myself. It's amazing. I know. Would I want somebody to pay for my meal? It's called dating, and I'm not great at it right now, so be by yourself. Aside from watching drunk people trip over concrete, I like to narrate people's lives. It's kind of fun. It's probably completely wrong, but it's fun. And I like to watch people who terribly parallel park and fail. I watch that a lot. And then sometimes it's like the biggest spot. I can parallel park, I can say this. It'll be the biggest spot, and the tiniest cars cannot parallel or cannot park into that spot. And for some reason, when you say party of one, they always want to sit you by the bar. I don't want to be sat by the bar all the time. Like, yeah, it was fun at first. Now I want a table. You just have to be strong and stern. I want a table. And they'll do it. They're pretty nice about it. I'm just being dramatic. One thing that I noticed about when I started to do things by myself are, people are more willing to talk to you. And I'm not the best with social interactions. I'm working on it. But I do practice my small talk. And it really had me wondering, like, as an adult, where do you even find friends? Because I kind of feel like, going to school, you kind of, not like you have to be their friends, but you're going to be. That's my next task. Here's a scenario. Let's say a famous person, Brittany, she came to your town and she was looking for people to visit her favorite places with her, but she only had 1 seat on her private jet. Most people are bringing a friend, but she only has 1 seat. And you came by yourself. I think you're getting what I'm putting down. I used to be very dependent on people for plans to follow through. And then when they didn't or they canceled, I'd be very upset and disappointed. And I was just kind of tired of feeling like that. So eventually I had to tell myself to just do it anyway. Now I'm telling you all to do the same. Just go anyway. It's better. Something that I do now, I will just send a text to my friends like, hey, this is what I want to do today. Here's the address, here's the time. If they come, they come. If they don't, you're going anyway. You're going to enjoy yourself. I promise. You might meet somebody there. You might meet somebody new there. Bring some earphones, bring a book, bring a game, I don't know, bring a harmonica, and just enjoy your alone time. But for safety reasons, always have somebody who has your location. I'm just looking out.